Hey! In this video, I am going to show how you, yes, you, can make and publish a mobile game on the Play Store relatively quickly using only AI and zero prior experience. Hello, this is Essence Interactive. At the beginning of this year, I had an idea. Make a game with no game dev knowledge, use only AI, release it on the Play Store, and make some big bucks. Sounds easy, right? Well, yes and no. I won't waste your time with a long intro, so I'm just going to take you through the exact steps I took to make this happen and the challenges I ran into along the way. Step 1. Get a simple but fun idea. Starting out, I found that a simple and clear idea is absolutely necessary. AI can easily mess up when used by someone with no idea what they're doing, and trying to build a complex game right away is a recipe for disaster. Heck, even a simple idea can be hard to pull off, as you will soon see. I advise that this part be at least kind of an original idea, although you can just have the AI brainstorm for you. The idea I came up with was a simple stickman game. The player has to draw lines, shapes, and weapons to make it from point A to point B, survive a hazard, or defeat an enemy. It's called Draw or Die Stickman. While I won't say it's the first of its kind, it's definitely not that common either. Step 2. Have AI make the game. Because this must be as simple as possible, the game can only be web-based. Using an actual game engine would require effort and skill, neither of which we have to spare. As a result, the game had to be made by the AI in pure code. It's fast, but obviously not as robust as using a real engine. For the AI, the best option is clearly Claude, but if you're like me and didn't want to pay the subscription fee, I fired up Google Gemini and got to building. Now, I'd love to tell you this was the easy part, but it's not that straightforward. Even with a simple game like this, the AI struggled to keep the gameplay and graphics consistent from prompt to prompt. At a certain point, it feels like every bug you have it fix or every level you add leads to a whole new problem, which leads to other problems. I had to prompt every single day for almost 2 weeks straight just to get my game to a decent level of depth with 32 short levels and consistent gameplay. The only reason this is still convenient is that I realized doing this from scratch by hand would have been way harder. Honestly, it gave me a lot more respect for the real devs out there. Once the AI gets it right, you download and save it on your PC as an index.html file that plays in a web browser. Just like that, you have a game. Step 3. Wrap the game and make it native to Android. You might be surprised to know that having a working web game is not nearly the end. To publish on the Play Store, your game must be a native app, meaning it works directly on the device, not just in a browser. Luckily, there's a simple workaround, wrapping your web game with a native app wrapper using VS Code and Android Studio. This might sound technical, but remember, this is a video about having AI do everything for you. Open a new folder in VS Code and drop your index.html file inside. Open the AI agent sidebar, pick a free model, and ask it to generate a capacitor or Cordova configuration to wrap my HTML/JavaScript game into a native Android project and create the necessary Android manifest and Gradle files. The AI will likely suggest a tool like Capacitor. It acts as a bridge, packaging your web code so Android treats it like a real app. Copy and paste the commands it gives you into the terminal. Then prompt the AI again. Add the Capacitor Google Play billing plugin and write a simple JavaScript function to handle a one-time purchase. This allows you to receive payments. You could ask it to add AdMob for ads, but I didn't do this. The ad setup is a pain and ads suck anyway, so there are absolutely no ads in my game. Actually, during the course of making this video, I also realized it's possible to have started building the game from scratch in VS Code, which may actually be a better option than starting out on the web platform. If you made it this far, thank you. Please check out my game, Draw or Die Stickman. It's engaging, casual, and short. Like I said, no ads, and I plan to update it regularly with new levels and modes as a fun long-term project. If you like what you see on screen, hit the link in the description to get it on the Play Store or itch.io. Step 4. Android Studio. Next, download and install Android Studio. Open your saved game folder in it. Don't be intimidated by all the buttons, you really only need one. Go to Build, then Build Bundles/APKs and click Build APK. Wait a few minutes for the green checkmark and boom, you have a file that can be installed on any Android phone. Of course, you need to test it using the built-in Android emulator. Oddly enough, this was the part I had the most trouble with. You will likely run into build and compilation issues, which may take the AI some time to resolve, but stick with it. Eventually, it works out. Step 5. Publishing the game. Now for the big one, actually shipping it. You could honestly just drop this on itch.io and forget about it, but if you want to see your game on the Google Play Store, there are a few hoops to jump through. 1. Pay $25 and create a Google developer account. 2. Complete the registration and verification. This takes about a week. 3. Upload your game and answer all the required questions. Google asks a lot of them, so feel free to use AI to help you answer them correctly. 4. Run a closed test. Google demands 2 weeks of testing, so you'll need to get friends, family, and acquaintances to help out. 5. Update the game based on their feedback and upload the final version for production. 6. While you wait for approval, sort out your storefront, screenshots, and promo materials. This is basically the publishing process. It's easier said than done, but I'm sure that by the time you get to this point, you will be determined enough to figure it out yourself and see it through. Honestly, while this method is way easier than coding from scratch, it isn't without its challenges. AI will inevitably fail you sometimes. You have to wake up your human brain to solve the hiccups along the way, and it can get frustrating. Regardless, this is a truly viable way to get that game or app idea out of your head and onto a screen using the skills, time, and resources you have right now. To me, that is the best thing about AI. It allows people to try new things that otherwise have a massive learning curve. How many great ideas have been buried under the rubble of a 9-to-5 job, school, or just life in general? With AI, we can finally make our digital ideas real in a way that just wasn't possible before. As it gets better, I believe we are going to see so many fresh ideas come to life from people who previously couldn't even get past the starting line. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.